Taegeuk refers to the source of everything in the universe, and the universal law in which everything continuously goes through cycles of creation and destruction. Teguk Paijang stands for Gong and symbolizes the source of growth. Teguk Paijang is also a POOMSAE that summarizes the basics and represents mature techniques of Taekwondo when moving on from an initiate to becoming a belt holder. We will now take a look at the POOMSAE of Teguk Pajang. Teguk Paijang consists of 6 key moves, namely 두발 당성차기, Koduro Pakadmaki, 외산 들막기, 당겨 지르기, Koduro 아래막기, and 뛰어 앞차기. These are the 6 key moves of Teguk Paijang. We will now take a closer look at each of the key moves of Teguk Paijang. 두발 당성차기 is a kicking technique where you jump and perform 2 mid-air kicks in succession. The first 발차기 lightly kicks a target at the torso level, and the second 발차기 kicks a target higher with the other foot. Koduro Pakadmaki is a technique to block with your hands with help from the assisting hand. The fist blocking the torso should be placed at the solar plexus level, while assisting hand is placed level with the blocking elbow. Be careful not to let the blocking hand move outside the outer line of the body. Do not let the assisting armpit detach from the body. 외산 들막기 is a technique where your arms are crossed in front of your chest. The inner arm blocks the lower body, and the outer arm performs 얼굴 안팔목 pakadmaki. The wrist of the arm performing 안팔목 얼굴 pakadmaki should be level with the philtrum, while the arm performing 아래막기 should be about 2 raised fists apart from your adjacent leg. The elbow of the arm performing 안팔목 얼굴 pakadmaki should face downward. The eyes should point in the direction of the arm performing 아래 pakadmaki. 당겨 지르기 is a technique used mostly to strike the chin by pulling an opponent's clothing. The jiriki starts at the chest line with the fist pulled back. The fist performing jiriki passes by the wrist being pulled back and reaches the target. Be careful not to let the hammer fist touch the front of the shoulder performing jiriki. Also, be careful not to let the fist start at the back and perform jiriki upward, like chichiriki. When performing Koduro Aremaki, The blocking hand should maintain a space of 2 raised fists above the knee set forward. The assisting hand should be level with the elbow that performs aremaki. Dio apchagi is a technique used to jump and perform apchagi mid-air. The kick must complete at the peak of your jump. These are the 6 key moves of Teguk Paijang. We will now look at the moves in succession connecting each move. The key moves of Teguk Paijang, first part, consist of wen Koduro Pakadmaki, oren Jiriki, 두발 당성차기, and wen Anmaki, and double Jiriki, and oren Jiriki. When connecting from the first move, wen Koduro Pakadmaki to 몸통 Jiriki, you must perform the preparatory move of pulling the right fist back. After the first kick of 두발 당성차기, bend your kicking leg, then continue with the next 발차기. Prepare for the wen Anmaki once your right foot touches the ground. Quickly connect with wen Anmaki and double Jiriki the moment your left foot touches the ground. Cautions for Teguk Paijang, first part. Taking a closer look. Shout the moment you perform the second 발차기 during 두발 당선차기. Do not pull your right fist back and perform Jiriki when connecting from wen Koduro Pakadmaki to 몸통 Jiriki. We will now practice the moves of Teguk Paijang, first part, in succession while watching the video. The key moves of Teguk Paijang, second part, consist of 외산 들막이, 오른 당겨 지르기, 외산 들막이, 왼 당겨 지르기, 왼손 날맞기, 오른 지르기, 오른 앞차기, and 오른 바탕손 안맞기. The first performing jirigi should face upward and placed between your solar plexus and chest line. Then pulling arm should be free from unnecessary force and placed level with the shoulder line. Twist your torso and pull your arm. Then slowly perform 당겨 지르기 by exerting force. Shift your weight to your right foot. Then pass your left foot in front of your right foot to assume the 앞고아서기 posture. When connecting to 왼손을 고드라마기. After performing 당겨 지르기, shift your weight to your left foot. Spin your body 90 degrees counterclockwise. Then pull your right foot backwards. After performing 오른 앞차기, return the kicking leg to where it was before the kick, like you're reclaiming it. Then, set your left foot 1 step backward. Immediately pull your right foot towards your left foot, then perform 오른 범서기 and 오른 바탕손 안맞기. Cautions for Teguk Paijang, second part, taking a closer look. When performing 외산 들막이, your feet should stand diagonal to POOMSAE's progress line. Be careful not to disconnect the moves that connect 앞차기 to 물러디뎌 바탕손 안맞기. We will now practice the moves of Teguk Paijang, second part, in succession while watching the video. The key moves of Teguk Paijang, third part, consist of 왼손날 Koduro Pakadmaki, 왼 앞차기 and 오른 Jiriki, 왼 파당손 안맞기, 오른 손날 Koduro Pakadmaki, 오른 앞차기 and 왼 Jiriki, and 오른 파당손 안맞기. Perform Antagi and Jiriki in succession. Move the body center back transition to POOMSAE, then perform 안맞기. Slowly repeat after me. Shift your weight to your front leg, and at the same time spin your torso clockwise using your left ball. Then perform the preparatory 오른 손날 Koduro Pakadmaki move. Complete the 손날 Koduro Pakadmaki move by spinning and setting the left foot in the direction of progression. Cautions for Taegeuk Paijang, third part, taking a closer look. When spinning and setting your foot from the wen POOMSAE to 오른 POOMSAE, do not overset your right foot and spin your torso with your fixed left foot. Such turns stiffen the body and can cause injury to the knees. You must understand the coordination between moving the center of the body and spinning the torso when performing 딛기 and 돌아딛기. We will now practice the moves of Taegeuk Paijang, third part, in succession while watching the video. The key moves of Taegeuk Paijang, fourth part, consist of Koduro 아래 맞기, 왼 앞차기, 오른 뛰어 앞차기, 오른 안맞기, double Jiriki, 왼손날 바깥맞기, 오른 팔꿈치 돌려치기, 오른 등주먹 앞치기, 왼 Jiriki, 오른 손날 바깥맞기, 왼 팔꿈치 돌려치기, 왼 등주먹 앞치기, and 오른 Jiriki. After wen 앞차기, bend your knee, jump with your right leg, and continue with the 오른 뛰어 앞차기. Shout at the same time while performing 오른 뛰어 앞차기. Land after performing 뛰어 앞차기. Then naturally connect to 안맞기 and double Jiriki. Open your chest while performing 팔꿈치 돌려치기. Then target the area slightly above the shoulder. Turn the torso that twisted during 팔꿈치 돌려치기 to the opposite direction and continue with 등주먹 앞치기. Then use the movement of the pelvis to complete the move with Jiriki. Concentrate on the coordination of the three moves. Cautions for Taegeuk Paijang, fourth part, taking a closer look. When performing 뛰어 앞차기, be careful not to perform 앞차기 by relying on the rebound from the front kicking foot moving up and down. We will now practice the moves of Taegeuk Paijang, fourth part, in succession while watching the video. This concludes training for Taegeuk Paijang. The only thing remaining is to become a belt holder. We will take another look at all the moves and master POOMSAE. we have looked at the key moves of Teguk Paijang and provided thorough explanations for each move and things to watch out for. As you are now on the verge of becoming a belt holder, continue with devotion and the proper mindset to better grasp the postures and techniques. We will see you again in the choreo video. Thanks for watching.